So next week is the baby shower, and it looks like it's all smiles, all laughs, people getting along. It's just wild, Of course, the thing that people have a lot of attitude and outrage towards is Zach kissing the baby bump, while Fatima's right there. But hey, it's come to expect it at this point. But I think some of the complaints I've heard in regards to everything that went down is, hey, it looks like Fatima and Karen are cordial. Like Karen is like, hey, I wanted to ask you about Andy. And Fatima's like, yeah, she's been really acting weird lately. And I will admit, there was this kind of cute moment, and I believe it's like right when Gary is about to step off the elevator. It looks like after he makes his appearance, Fatima was touching the baby bump and had almost like a protective stance in front of Karen, which I actually like that a lot. But a lot of people have said, I don't know, it's, between the Karen and Danny talk, which was good. And I mentioned in my review in the live stream that I felt like Ebony and Mignon's acting was really good in that scene. I don't think the setup really worked for me. But it's good to see they had a conversation that should have been said a long time ago. But it seems like they're on the same page now. But a lot of people are arguing that, look, I mean, there's just been way too much disrespect, especially from Karen's end towards Fatima, for them to all of a sudden just act cool towards each other. I agree. I hope there's an apology at some point, but I guess, it's one of those things like when your parents are wrong, but instead of apologize, like, hey, you hungry? You want to get something from the store? Hey, what was the name of that game you wanted? It's just one of those things. But at this point, it's like, and I've said it time and time again, when it comes to Karen, she has had moments where she's like, I didn't mean to act the way I did. I'm just still not over Zach, or I'm still getting used to, seeing you in the house that I always thought he would get for me, that kind of thing. And it's like, okay. And then Fatima's like, I understand. And then next thing you know, Karen's right back to being bitchy towards her. But the thing is, words are one thing, actions are another. So if Karen, kind of goes back to the way she was in season 6B, being more kind and, less hateful, to the point where it caught Zach and Fatima off guard, I would prefer that. But yeah, do you think there's just way too much healing? For me, I feel like the writing is done in such a way so everybody's getting along. That way, when Gary shows up, it truly disrupts the entire function. Now, Gary popping up, if let's say Karen and Fatima are in a shouting match, or, let's say that Tony and Rich were, giving Andy the cold shoulder because they just found out she broke up with their boy Jordan. Maybe, there's some animosity towards Rich and Sabrina because, it's a baby shower and, Sabrina has baby fever. And then maybe, she is, I don't know, excited about her baby. And then Rich feels some kind of way about it. It's just one of those things where even if Gary showed up, it's like, oh, more drama to the party. But it's like, no, everybody's getting along. And Gary's going to be the dark cloud, no pun intended, that just, throws everybody out of whack. So how do you feel about it? I mean, I'm cool with seeing everybody getting along, but I could agree that everything is a bit too hunky-dory way too quickly just for the sake of the plot. But let's talk about it in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.